Salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and today I'm going to be giving some fall book recommendations.
Guess who's back on book 2. Giving some fall book recommendations so your TBR can look good. What am I doing?
Okay, I'm feeling a little weird today, so we're just going to jump right into the book recommendations. I'm going to be giving 5 book recommendations so you guys can beef up your fall TBR in the month of October and November. Hopefully all the books that I mentioned I love, and I definitely think you can read year-round, but they're just extra special during the fall season. I already did a recommendation video like not even a week ago. I titled it Spooky Books for Scaredy Cats, and it's basically like books that have just a very light spooky element for people who scare easily but want to like be a part of a fall TBR. I'll leave that down below. Okay, so my first recommendation is the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. This is like the quintessential OG vampire series. I don't even know how many books are in this series currently. I'm definitely not caught up. So in this video, I'm going to be recommending the first one, which is Dark Lover. So this book follows Wrath, who is a pure-blood vampire, and Beth, who is a half-blood vampire. Yeah, half-blood vampire. And it follows their love story. Beth is actually the daughter of one of Ralph's best friends who was murdered. There's like this whole vampire and vampire slayer war going on in this book, and it continues through the rest of the series. So Ralph feels responsible for Beth and wants to take care of her. It definitely has like the fated mates trope. Just love this book. Definitely recommend. If you're reading a lot of vampire romances right now, like how perfect is this book sleeve? I got this book sleeve off of Jessica's Etsy shop. I will leave the link down below. I had to mention this because this is just like so fun for cute bookstagram pictures, or if you're like me and you take books with you to work to read on your lunch. It's really fun to just throw these in here so your books don't get ruined, and it's so cute, like just perfect for the fall season. Editing Sam here. Hi, sorry. Just popping in real quick. I forgot to mention one of my most recent reads. It was a vampire romance that I wanted to recommend. So if you guys are looking for vampire paranormal romances, definitely recommend Sacrifice by Katie Roberts. Katie Roberts' writing is just so steamy, so lovely, so addicting. This is a vampire paranormal romance that has a reverse harem trope. So 3 guys, 1 girl. Super wild if you're not into that, but I loved it. Her heroine is half vampire, but she doesn't have magical powers like other vampires do. And then her dad sends her to be like this sacrifice in this gothic castle. So it's just very great for the fall time. I loved it. I love Katie Roberts. So I had to recommend that one really quick. So yeah, 1 extra bonus recommendation. And yeah, we'll get back to the video right now. The next fall recommendation is It Happened One Autumn by Lisa Kleypas. This is the 2nd book in the Wallflower series. Oh, well, it's like the 3rd book if you're counting the prequel. Anyways, you don't have to read the series in order, but you definitely can if you want to. All of the characters are connected. So let me show you the step back first. Look how gorgeous this is. Obviously, this is a recommendation because it is set during the autumn time and it gives those fall vibes. It follows Lillian and Marcus, who have a very hate-to-love relationship. This series is called the Wallflower series because it's about a group of girls who sort of just band together and create this friendship because they all have something in common with the fact that they're wallflowers and they're all looking for husbands to marry. So they kind of make this girl pact that they're going to help each other find suitable husbands. And that's the series. If you like a very hate to love romance, you'll definitely love this one. I love Marcus. I feel like Lisa Kleypas just has the best heroes, and Marcus is no exception. The next book is Devil in Winter. So if you do start reading the series, you have another book to like lead you into the winter time. So it's just perfect. So the next few books I read either in an ebook or an audiobook, so I don't have like the physical one to show you, so I'll just pop them up on the screen. My next recommendation is the entire Green Creek series by TJ Klune. I have a whole video of me reading the Green Creek series for the first time. I will link that down below. It's just a really long reading vlog about me crying and gushing over the Green Creek series. Yes, I did cry because this book makes me so emotional. I'm like so invested in these characters. So far, there are 3 books in the series. We have Wolf Song, Raven Song, and Heart Song. Brother Song comes out this month. Yeah, I think it comes on, I can't remember exactly when it comes out, and maybe this video won't be posted by then, but I'll put it on the screen, the date that it releases. Definitely going to be filming a reading vlog for it because I am so excited. This is a series that you absolutely have to read in order because they all just go together. It's a paranormal series, fated mates tropes. They're all male-male romances. I'm telling you guys, if you like angsty books, this gives it to you. It gives you all the angst. This book follows Ox and Joe, and like I said, it's a fated mates trope. So Ox moves into this town called Green Creek, and he's immediately drawn to his neighbors that live in the woods. They're a little mysterious. He can't really explain why he's drawn to them, and he ends up sparking a friendship with their youngest brother, Joe. Soon he finds out that they're werewolves. There's an age gap in this book. I believe it's 6 years. I'm not too sure. So they definitely do start off as friends and then slowly become lovers when Joe is a little bit older. His writing is just so humorous, and that's what I loved the most about the Green Creek series. I mean, there are like steamy bits and angsty bits, but his writing is truly so humorous. And in the Green Creek series, he's kind of like making fun, but also just like making a nod of acknowledgement towards the Twilight series. If you like paranormal romances with the fated mates trope, the Green Creek series is chef's kiss. So my next one is another werewolf romance, and that is Wolf Gone Wild by Juliet Cross. The book follows Mateo, who is a werewolf, and Evie, who is a witch. This definitely has like the sunshine heroine, grumpy hero trope. So if you guys like that, you'll definitely like this book. Mateo is cursed. He doesn't know who he's cursed by, but he cannot shift, and his werewolf inner alpha is unable to release itself. There's a lot of like pent up frustration, and he's trying to like figure out what's going on before he hurts anyone. So he ends up contacting Evie, who is a witch, but her main skill is breaking curses. So that's kind of how their romance starts. It's another very humorous book, very steamy, absolutely loved it. The second book in this series just came out. It's called Don't Hex and Drive, and this is a vampire and a witch romance. I haven't read this one, but I'm very excited to read it. And my last recommendation is The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. This one is very perfect for the fall time. It's set on this island that every November they have something called the Scorpio Races, where basically they race these water dragons is the best way to describe them, and it's these creatures of the sea that they attempt to tame and race, and there is a prize, a money prize at the end of the race, but it's very dangerous. People die because these horses can't be tamed. It follows Sean, who has been on the island for a really long time, and he's one of the few people who really see the beauty in the horses and don't see them as animals that deserve to be tamed. And it follows Puck, who has never raced before. A lot of people count her out because she is a girl. She really wants to win the race because she needs some money to provide for her family. Stiefvater's writing in general kind of has a very atmospheric vibe. I know she has a werewolf series. I've never read that series. I do have it on my shelf, so maybe I'll get to it this year. I also really loved All the Crooked Saints. I don't really know if it's like a fall recommendation, but it has a very like magical realism vibe to it. Really rich in culture. Absolutely love that book. So yeah, that's another one I would recommend. Okay, so those are my fall recommendations. I tried to keep it simple and sweet, but you guys know that I like to talk a lot. Quickly go over some books that I haven't read, but I definitely want to because they just fit perfectly during this season. I'm not really going to go over a synopsis for these because they're very popular books that you probably already know about. Maybe I'll do a reading vlog on them. Who knows? The first one I want to read is Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. I heard so many people talk about this last year, and I don't really read a lot of like graphic comics or graphic novels. I don't really read those books, but this one just looks so cute. Of course, I want to read Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. I already picked that one up. Still need to read Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This one is very polarizing. It came out last year. Some people absolutely loved it, and then some people hated it. So I want to read it. I don't think this one has come out yet, or if it has come out, it just came out recently, and that's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by B. Schwab. The premise of it kind of gives me like Strange Grace vibes by Tessa Gratton, so I'm really excited. I know, I need to read the Outlander series, and I need to watch Outlander on Netflix, so it needs to happen this year. I've been putting it off for way too long. And then lastly, I really want to read Discovery of Witches. That is another one that so many people have recommended to me, and I just haven't got around to. Some fall books that I have on my TBR. What are some fall books you have on your TBR? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me, and I will talk to you guys later. Stay spooky, friends. Bye. Slow down, Samantha. Where's the race? I'm going to be doing a fall... No, we're not doing anything. I'm giving the recommendations. Get it together. Oh my god, my book! This book just fell on me.